Good morning, one and all, for the class. Hope all are fine and taking good care of yourself. Today, we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 7, More Tools in Flash. In class 6, you must have learnt about Flash, like the line tool, the oval tool, and the rectangle tool, etc. In this chapter, we are going to see the more advanced features of Flash. Pen tool. The pen tool is used for drawing precise paths like straight lines, smooth curves. You can also adjust the angle and length of straight line segments and the slope of curves. Straight lines. It can be created by simply clicking on the stage, while curved lines can be created by clicking and dragging. The steps to use the pen tool are: select the pen tool. Click on the stage to set the first point. Click again to set the second point and keep clicking to set more points. Flash automatically connects the points as you set them. You can leave the path open or create a closed shape. To complete an open path, double-click the last point or click the pen tool. To close a path, position the pointer over the first point. A small circle will appear next to the pen tip. Click to close the path. Unlike Flash B, Flash 8, Flash CS3 does not automatically fill the closed path with color. Fill colors have to be applied separately. Eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool is used to pick up colors and style from the existing lines, brush strokes and fills. You then apply these colors and styles to other objects. The eyedropper tool is linked to the paint bucket. You pick a color from one object with the eyedropper tool and then fill the same color in another object with the paint bucket. The steps to use are: select the eyedropper tool. You will notice that the pointer changes to an eyedropper. Click the line or fill where you wish to copy the formatting. You will notice that the pointer changes to an ink bottle if you select a line color or to a paint bucket if you select a fill color. Click the line or fill to which you wish to apply the copied formatting. Importing a picture. To import clip art or any other image from your computer, select File, Import. Import to Stage. The Import dialog box appears. Select the drive and folder. Select the picture you want to insert and then click Open. The image will be added to the stage. Now you can work with it in the same way that you work with other objects. Transforming objects. Once you have had an object on the stage, you can transform it into various ways. You can move it, rotate it, or change its shape and size. If a gradient was applied to an object, you can change the gradient in various ways. Free transform tool. The free transform tool is used to move, rotate, or scale an object. To scale an object means to increase or decrease its size. Let's just consider an example to understand how to use this tool. First, draw a figure on stage or import a picture. Select the object and then click on Transform tool. As you move the pointer over different parts of the selection, it changes to indicate which transformation function is available. Moving an object. To move the selected object, position the pointer over the selected object so that the pointer changes to a cross. Drag the pointer, drag the object to a new position with the left mouse button pressed. Rotating an object. To rotate the selected object, position the pointer over one of the four corner handles. When the pointer changes to a curved arrow, you have to click and drag to rotate the object. Scaling an object. To scale the selected object in two dimensions, drag a corner handle diagonally. To scale the object in a single direction, drag one of the side handles in the desired direction. Gradient transform tool. After you have applied a gradient to an object, you can transform the gradient by adjusting in size, direction or center. To modify the gradient fill of an object, first select the gradient transform tool, then click on the object that is filled with the gradient. Linear gradient. An object filled with the linear gradient looks as it shown. Notice the border around the object. The line on the right has a rotation handle and an adjustment handle. How to change the gradient fill in the following ways. To reposition the center point of the gradient fill, you have to click and drag the center point. You will be able to drag the point only after the cursor changes to a four arrow cursor pointing left and right, up and down. Bring the cursor to the circular handle at the central point. To this to change the width of the gradient fill, drag the width adjustment handle to the left or right. Note that the gradient is resized, not the object. To rotate the gradient fill, drag the circular rotation handle clockwise or anti-clockwise. Radial gradient. When you select the gradient transform tool, click on the object filled with the radial gradient. It looks as it is shown in the adjacent figure. Now notice the ellipse around the object. As in the case of a linear gradient, you can drag the center point to adjust the center of the gradient. You can also drag the adjustment handles to change the size or radius of the gradient. Changing the color or transparency of an instance. In class 6, you have learned how to convert a drawing into a symbol and store it in a folder which is called as library. You know that an instance and an occurrence of a symbol. Each time you insert a symbol in a movie, you create an instance of that symbol. We can modify the color properties of a particular instance or change its brightness or transparency. The steps are: use the selection tool to select an instance of the symbol. To change the color, click the drop down menu arrow for color in the property inspector window. Choose tint and change the percentage. A higher percentage gives a lighter color and a lower percentage gives a darker color. Thank you.